It's Jeremy here on Metal Music Meltdown, back with another video. What I have for today, guys, is another album review. Just gonna be checking out a band called Fyraun. They're a band based out of Singapore. This is their first full-length album entitled Kings of Kings. They had a full-length or an EP released last year, and they're formed in 2023, so a brand new band. They're a mix of like blackened death thrash band metal, so kind of good blend of different types of extreme metal. They're on again Folon Media, FOLN Media, and representative at the record label reached out to me on email. Thank you also to Mark, who gave them my information, saying I wanted to check it out. They contacted me pretty quickly shortly afterwards, and they offered to send me a copy of the actual album, which was pretty sweet. So it arrived finally, just by bad timing. When it did finally arrive in customs in Canada, that's pretty much almost a week the Canadian postal strike started. So it was just really bad timing. So it sat at customs for like a couple of weeks. And then I finally received it a little over a month after it was sent out. I finally received it. Not at the fault of the label or the band. They couldn't control the strike, obviously. It was just really bad timing when it got sent out, unfortunately, but I did finally get it. Really cool artwork, cool logo on the top there. Kind of a like, what's it called? Like Egyptian kind of artwork. That's the back there with the track list. Pretty cool stuff. And yeah, I was really happy they were able to send her a copy for me. This is the inside here with the CD. Gotta have to hold the CD. The spindle here is a little loose, so I don't want it to fall out. Pretty cool stuff. And then on the inside here, we got the booklet. And same artwork as on the front. Pretty cool stuff on the back. A little bit again, Egyptian hieroglyphics kind of stuff on there. And then inside here was a picture of the band. As you can see, they definitely harness that kind of black metal aesthetic. Pretty cool stuff. And then it's got all the band members and everything in here. Pretty cool stuff. Nice packaging on this one. I guess I'm super happy to have it in my collection and that they were able to send it out to me. Jumping into the music itself, again, it's called Kings of Kings. It's got 8 tracks in total. I think the runtime was about 35 minutes, if not mistaken. And they do have it available on CD. I'm not sure if they have vinyl or not. Metallum is showing they have a limited supply of 250 copies of CD. So if you do sounds like something you want to check out or purchase, definitely grab one as soon as you can. And yeah, the music's pretty good. It's, like I said, a blend of blackened, death, thrash. You can definitely hear all elements in there, definitely for sure. It starts off with Ancient Rites, which is an intro track. Very short, but it does build the atmosphere and kind of lead you into the album. A good little way to kind of get a feeling what the album's going to sound like. And then the first full track, Blood River, probably one of my favorites on the album. It's got a nice little cut, a lot of little groove pockets in it that really kind of get your head bobbing. And I just love songs that have like guitars and the riffs and the drum rhythms that create a groove where you can kind of really kind of connect with it and bounce to it. I really like that song. Other standout tracks for me, the title track, Kings of Kings, the 5th track, number 6, Death of Every Firstborn. Also had tons of really good grooves and guitar riffs I really liked. I did notice the guitar work on this album was really good. A good mix of thrashy riffs and some death metal style riffs, but a lot of like really rememberable and catchy riffs. The type that instantly are stick in your head and get your head bobbing. And then the last song on the album, called All Mott, just an outro track, a short instrumental, again, just kind of fading out the album. So really it's got 6 tracks that are full, lyrics and vocals and everything, and then the intro track and outro track. I wouldn't say there's a bad song on the album. I think they're all pretty well done. There's not really anything bad overall to say about the album. The production's good. The riffs are infectious and heavy. A good variety of riffs as well, some groove ones, some intense ones. They slow down in parts at times. They incorporate some kind of soundscapes and sound clips at the beginning of songs with like spoken word parts, or like a clip from a media source or something, or like a chant kind of thing. So it really kind of adds to the whole vibe of the album. Like I said, not really any bad songs. My only gripe with the album, and it's more of a me thing, is the vocals. I'm not a big fan of black metal, so anytime I'm introduced to like an album that has pretty heavy dose of black metal infused in it, I kind of hesitate because I'm not a big fan of that subgenre. I've never have been. But there is the odd band that really catches my attention that's, you know, black metal but infused with other things that I really like Havakruno, for instance. So this band had a heavy dose of black metal, but for the musicality part of it, there was enough infusion of death and thrash metal elements where it didn't really bother me at all. I really liked it. But the vocals were more on the blackened style, kind of not super screechy, but kind of a weird blend between death and black metal vocals, more in the black metal realm. Just not my personal taste in vocals. I prefer, with the music they had on this album, if they had more of a shouty, kind of regular vocal, I think it would sound better. But that's just my personal taste. It's not to say that the vocalist sounds bad. It's just that style of vocal is not my personal preference, and it just doesn't connect with me as much. But somebody who's heavily into black metal will probably really like the vocals. They are really well performed. It's just not my personal preference of vocal. I prefer a different style. But overall, otherwise, production's good. Songs are heavy and memorable. The riffs are great. Earworm riffs all over the place. The drums sound really thunderous and the production really good. Really solid album. Super happy they sent it out to me so I could have a copy for my collection. And yeah, if you're interested in the music, guys, please go give them a follow on Instagram and check it out. Really good stuff. If you're into black metal, like Old Immortal, or mixed with like death metal and a few little infused with some thrash elements, you'll definitely dig this album quite a bit. For a rating out of 10, I'm going to give it a solid 7.5. I really enjoy it. I'll definitely go back to it from time to time and listen to it. It's just the vocals aren't my thing, but like I said, not that they're bad. I would just prefer a different style of vocal personally. But otherwise, good, guys. Thanks for watching. If there's something that seems like something you're interested in, please, like I said, check them out on social media and give them a follow. And thanks for watching, guys. If you do end up checking out the album, come back and let me know your thoughts on the music. And keep it metal.